I'm Dave Axel. Welcome to the weekly band crawl for the week of July 8th and 9th. By now you know the deal. If you have something you'd like me to include, please get it to me by Monday at 7. I write this PowerPoint on Monday night. I record on Tuesday. So if you get it to me after that, there's no guarantee I'll be able to do it, and I'd certainly love to include everybody. So with that, let's jump in. Sanford Brewing Company, Mark and Jenna Loria on Friday night, Saturday Decaphonics Trio. Outstanding weekend at Sanford Brewing Company in Maitland, and I love both of these acts, and the place is awesome. Sanford Brewing Company in Maitland, Decaphonics Duo on Friday night. Again, they've got a bunch of different configurations they run, all the way up to a full band. And then Kelly Gerard on Saturday. I have not gotten to see Kelly Gerard, but a lot of people have messaged me and said she's absolutely incredible. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and if you're out and about, let me know what you think. Dexter's, Monticelli, on Friday night, the boys from Brazil, they're going to put on a killer show, high energy rock and roll every single time. And Saturday is off the charts. I went to see these guys last weekend at Cafe Murano. They were a ton of fun. They played everything. They had a really wide mix. They did Men at Work, they did Van Halen, they just a super wide variety, and had the dance floor packed the whole time. So definitely check them out. Cafe Murano, nobody listed this weekend. I'm not sure who's there. You may want to hit them up. There may be some gigs up for grabs. The Alley, Alex Hayes Band on Friday, and on Saturday, Bandemic. I've only gotten to meet Alex Hayes in person. I haven't gotten to see him because I'm always playing when he is, but I hear nothing but great stuff. And of course, Rick is Bandemic, so go by and check them out. They play a totally different mix of music than everybody else, and the Alley is an amazing venue. Castleberries, it's Celebrity Weekend. We've got Beautiful Bastards, and then we have Three Forks Road. Both of these bands are made up of people who have been there, done that, toured, recorded, you name it. Both of these bands are fantastic. Go by and check them out. Post Time, another good weekend here. Judy Behave on Friday, can't beat that. And on Saturday, John and the guys from Redline. You've heard me brag about both of these bands 100 times. Go by and check them out. OBs, nothing listed on Friday, could be a gig up for grabs, and on Saturday is the Steve Knobs Band. Papa Wheelie, now you're saying to yourself, this is in the middle of my normal flow, Wing Shack is a venue I cover, why do they get a special slide? Two reasons. Number one, I'm a huge Papa Wheelie fan, they do killer graphics, Dave Sennett, absolutely want to use it. And number two, you've probably seen the announcement by now, but they hired Sam, who was with Hypersona, to be their new guitar player. Sam is a monster. So definitely, if you get a chance to see them, that band just gets better and better and better, and this is going to be a killer welcoming weekend. Go out, show your support. Wing Shack's newly renovated. Definitely go by. You can't go wrong. Just one more. I really like this place. It's just the good old Down Home Bar. It's still listed as a TBD. Now, last week, I said TBD because it was the owner's birthday weekend. They had a surprise. They didn't want it publicized, so they actually had something that weekend. But this weekend, I honestly have TBD, so they may need a band and you should hit them up. Bloodhound Brew, Friday, Mother Medicine. Johnny's Other Side, David Julia Band, and then the Stick Shifts on Saturday. Love the name, haven't gotten to see the band. Long's Log Cabin. I owe these guys a massive apology. So we are supposed to play there on the 15th. Bill Hamilton, great friend of mine, played there and sent me some video and said, hey man, there's no way you're going to fit on this stage. And he is absolutely right. We are a 6-piece band. It was a little bit smaller. And so we told them, hey, listen, you'll need to get someone else for that, which we really didn't want to do, but we kind of felt like we had no choice. We accidentally canceled their event for July 15th. That event is not canceled. They're doing a Pirate Fest. They're doing costumes. They've got this whole big thing going on. And somehow our social media person didn't realize that was their event, not our event, and we deleted it. My apologies to Long's Log Cabin. And definitely go out there and check out the event. It sounds like it's going to be awesome. Again, that's the 15th. This weekend they have Cumberland, who I haven't gotten to see, but they're on the band crawl all the time, and they're regulars at Long's Log Cabin, so they've got to be great. Main Street Station, very excited about this. Randy Williams, if you haven't looked it up, get on it. I say it every week. He is the leader of Pop Culture Poets. They are just top-notch musicianship combined with fun. If you like singing, dancing, anything party vibe, that is where you want to be. Those guys are phenomenal. And on Saturday, Raging Sun, I got to see them last weekend. On Saturday, they played at Flagler Tavern. We were up the street. at Traders. They're awesome every single time. Jay, Jason, William, like these guys just kill it. And if you haven't gone to see them, this is a great weekend to do it. You can just hang in Daytona all weekend long. Boot Hill Saloon, Sesame Plexer on Friday. They're going to be on the band crawl soon enough. And Saturday, nothing listed. I think they have music. They just don't send it to us because they're a big enough venue. I guess they don't need it. But we don't get it in time. I actually got the Friday night date from Sesame Plexer themselves. I'm sure they have something Saturday, so maybe check their page. And if not, could be a gig up for grabs. The Doghouse, Friday, Halo Violation. Saturday, the Tommy Mac Band. Hard Rock in Daytona, Shadow Cabinet. You've heard me talk about them a million times. Alternative at its finest and a great group of guys. And then Saturday is the Oakley Band. Saints and Sinners Pub, Friday, Derek Troll and Easy Street. I have not gotten to hear them. Lots of people talk about how great this band is. Definitely go check them out. Saturday is the Deadlanders, regulars on the crawl. I see them all around the Daytona area, so they've got to be good. And then on Sunday is the Click, who we actually did get to catch, also at Flagler Tavern, another time that my band was playing up the road. They were a lot of fun. Go by and check it out. It's going to be a great weekend at Saints and Sinners. Friday and Saturday, Ferris Deluxe. I have not heard of this band before, but if they're Traders, they're going to be great. And then up the street at Flagler Tavern, Paradox with Aaron Lightning. Go by and check it out. Peanuts, right across the street. So we've got that whole crawl for you. These bars are all within a block or two of each other. Friday is Society. I've seen them many times. Great band, you cannot go wrong. And Saturday is Undercover NSB. The Garage Bar, nothing listed for Friday. I believe that's a genuine gig up for grabs. And Saturday, hopefully I say this right, Layla Briscoli Band. Brews and Blues, Friday is Speakeasy. Saturday is Red Hot Rooster, still one of my favorite band names. Drunken Parrot, Friday is Sound Theory, my partner in crime, Tom from the band crawl. It's going to be a killer weekend down there with those guys. They're a ton of fun every single time. And Saturday is Joe Reed in the Heartland, another act that's on here all the time. I'm sure they're fantastic, and I just haven't had a chance to check them out. Oasis Saloon, you get a double dose of Rachel Stump. Friday is her duo, and Saturday is Sass. I met their new guitar player, Jordan, a super nice guy, and apparently a killer guitar player. Carol in my band says this guy is amazing, and I trust her because she is a phenomenal musician. So go by and check out Sass. Oasis on the River, Saturday night, they have a Journey tribute band. First and Last Tab, Saturday, September Dogs. And Pinto's Lounge, Radioactive Days, another band I see the name all the time, so they've got to be fantastic. And on Saturday, you can be the rock star. Karaoke time. Muldoons, Friday is the R&R duo, and Saturday is the Watkins duo. Susan and Thomas from Speed Limit 70. Super nice humans, super great musicians. You'll have a killer time. Fredsters, obviously everyone knows I am preferential to Fredsters. I love this place. The food is great, the venue is great, the stage is great. Like, I'm just a fan all the way around. And if you haven't seen Soul Function, which is Fred's band, one of the owners of Fredsters, they're amazing. So definitely go by and do that when they're there. Thursday is Groove Slayers. Love the name. Friday is TC and Sass on Friday. Sorry, said that already. And Saturday is Eden Lane. I will be filling in on drums with Eden Lane. These guys don't play that often. They're all very successful and very busy in their day jobs. And so this is kind of a thing they do when they finally get a free moment. You should definitely go by and check it out. I'll be drumming. Don't hold that against them. It's going to be an awesome time. Sully's Backstreet Bar, Saturday, Black Sheep. There you go. New venue for them as far as I know. They're fantastic. Julie's amazing. Steve is amazing. I love Butch. Like, go by and check it out. CJ's Italian Kitchen, the double standard duo on Thursday night. Brian Cadillac and Glenn Randall. I know both of those guys. That just sounds like a ton of fun. 7 to 10. Saturday at Fish on Fire from 7 to 11, and Sunday at Muldoons from 4 to 7 is the Lynn Gibson Project. I apologize. I didn't bother to tell you who that was on the slide. Henry Levine is the only one in there I actually know, but Henry's one of my favorite people and a phenomenal drummer. So definitely go by and check those guys out. Mark and Jenna Loria will also be at Saturday at 3 Odd Guys Brewing from 6 to 9. This is a new place that started popping up on the band crawl. Hadn't seen it until a few weeks ago. If you go there, I'd love to see pictures. I'd love to hear what you think of it. I have not been there, but they will have Mark and Jenna, so it's going to be a killer Saturday at that location. Sesame Plexer, Saturday, Finn's Beachside Pub. and they have Reed Hayes on the drums, which is awesome. Reed is incredible. Like, that's going to be a great show. And Finn's is a really cool place. I used to play there all the time with Psycho Magnets back when I was in the band. Loved it there every single time. It's right on the water, like, really cool spot. Go by and check it out. And in case I didn't mention it, which I don't think I did, their other date that was earlier in the crawl, they will have Karen 2 on the drums from the Fabulous CTs. I have not gotten to see her play, but my guitar player Dave Mander has sat in things with her over and over again and tells me she is just amazing. So it sounds like either way there's some free drum lessons going on with Sesame Plexer this weekend. Off the charts, they're also at Paz Taco Palace and Margarita Bar. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. That is in Orlando on Friday the 8th at 4 p.m. Destination Orange City has More Than Venus, the duet, on Friday from 8 to 12. And believe it or not, there's this rumor that Kitty actually gets older every year. Not sure I'm buying it. I've seen Kitty plenty of times. Haven't noticed any of that. Supposedly that is her actual birthday, Friday the 8th. So happy birthday. I hope you have a fantastic show. Harlequin. I think I said this last week, but if I didn't, I'm going to say it again. I sat through their entire show at Fredster's, and it was awesome. You definitely have to check these guys out. This is another band that I shouldn't like as much as I do because they're probably one of my main competitors in Midnight Mayhem, but they are amazing. They're great people. They're super friendly, and it turns out the bass player has a name. It's James. They are this Friday, the Apple Lounge and Grill, Rocker Highway in Winter Haven. Haven't been there either. They haven't been back to Winter Haven in a year. So if you're in the area, check them out or wait 12 months. The Murder Hornets, they were here last week. Great group of guys. Haley's not in the picture because she's just their manager. They call her Mama Hornet. But they were all fantastic. It was a very, very good interview. It was great to learn about the band. This is just straight up party vibe. They're just a fun, energetic rock party band. They will be at Mark Sports Pub in Daytona Friday and Saturday, the 8th and 9th from 9:30 to 1:30 in South Daytona. And John Mushigrosso. I'm pretty sure I say his name right, but we're going to go with it. Great guy. And for those of you who didn't know, when he's not doing the real estate thing during the day, he is a phenomenal musician. He sings, he plays bass, he plays harmonica, and he has the Uptown Duo, which rotates Who's With John. On Friday, notice, 1 PhD, 2 masters, 2 undergrads, 3 patents, 17 certifications. I spelled Uptown wrong. That's what I get for doing these things too quickly. I apologize. Uptown Duo. John and Brent at Victorio's Oyster Bar in Longwood. Everyone knows where that is. So they're there from 6 to 10 on Friday. And then he's bringing out Zan, who I've seen many times. She's a great singer. She's super friendly. She's great with the crowd. They're going to be at the Yellow Pony Lounge at the World Equestrian Center in Ocala. So they are all over the place. And I have never heard of that place, but that sounds awesome. So go by and say hi. These guys played last weekend. This is Soundcheck. This is the Kid Band, and I know what you're saying. You're saying, Dave, they played last weekend. Is this weekend? What are you doing? I am just super proud of this group all the way across the board. They're 14 to 16 years old. The 2 guitar players are out of Nashville, and you can tell. My daughter, Kirsten, is on the drums. She'll be teaching me soon enough. Shansea is on bass. She yells at me every time for saying that not only is she awesome on bass, but she's just cute as a button. And Oakley is out front doing lead vocals. These guys had a great show at the Black Hammock. I'm sure they'll be back. Thank you to everyone who went out to support them. I think it's great that people take time to go see the Kid Band and support, and that's the next generation of who's up and coming. They have another show in a few weeks. I think they're down in Windermere. Don't hold me to it. I'll get the details. But I just wanted to congratulate them again for being able to pull it off. They've got a killer list of songs that ranges from Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold all the way down to Summer of '69. If you have not seen a show, go see a show. You will be glad you did. You can thank me later. And guys, again, congrats on a fantastic job. I talk about this each week. All Music Magazine. There's a Central Florida section if you go to allmusicmagazine.com. It's in the header. Or if you just go to allmusicmag.com, it'll take you right to Central Florida. This is awesome. 30,000 or so views a month. There's a profile for every band. I have not tripped over yet anybody who's not there. So you can go in and just claim your profile and edit it. This is just another free place to promote your gigs. And Mark Horan, the brains behind this thing, puts a lot of time and effort into it. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I think he mentioned there were like 20 some odd photographers already. Like, they're very large and they're getting bigger, and it's free. So take advantage of the promotion. You'll definitely be glad you did. And look around that website. I think you're going to be pretty impressed with what they have to offer. And that, my friends, is the band crawl for the 8th and 9th. For those of you who actually watch this to the end, number one, thank you. Number two, I think I'm going to start doing the band crawl itself just like this. Getting on, running it down, keeping it to, 15, 20 minutes max. Let everybody get the information they need, and then I'm going to do an interview with a group afterwards that can be 45 minutes or longer depending on who I'm interviewing. And I'd love your opinion on that, because this is only being done to help everybody. If you enjoy it when there's a guest on the actual band crawl, I'd love to know that. If you prefer the quick and dirty, it's just Dave, read it out, I get my info, and I move on with my day, I want to know that too. So again, thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Go out, enjoy live music. I'd love to see you Saturday night with Eden Lane at Fredster's, but no matter where you go, it's going to be awesome. Stay safe, have fun, and I will see you next week.